Hey guys, it has been 10 months since I've done a video. It was the beginning of the pandemic. I didn't really know what to say at that point. Again, it was the very beginning, and I had my personal views on what was happening, and wasn't really wanting to throw that out there yet because there was a lot of unknowns. And I have obviously since made myself very clear on Instagram that I think that there are a lot of selfish people who have made it very clear that they don't believe in this virus, they don't care about others, and they're gonna do whatever they want. It's been heartbreaking. On a political level, also, it has been a terrible almost year. I think I felt like I could finally do this a video again. Like, I didn't think that I could do a video without addressing what's been our new norm for the past 10 months. And so the inauguration really kind of made that easier for me. I do have a lot of hope. I'm not naive, but I do have hope, and vaccines happening and changes being made. I just really think that this presidency is going to be a lot better for us. I just couldn't find I just couldn't find it in me before the inauguration to do a video and not be like our world is crashing and burning and not enough people care. I didn't really want to do that. So many people are struggling. People are struggling before the pandemic, and it's just gotten worse for so many people. Sam and I are very fortunate, and despite my mental health just not being at its best, I went up on my medicine twice last year, and I'm still struggling. My OCD is worse right now. I'm keeping my hands busy by playing with some twine that's in front of me. It's just been a hell of a time. I struggle most with 400,000 people have died more than in the United States in the past 10 months due to COVID. And I struggle with the fact that people I thought I respected, that I don't anymore, because they have just put themselves first and they don't care what happens to anybody else. That's not the only reason I've lost respect for people. This video is not going to be about this. I just could not address what's been going on in our world. And like I said, I make my stance very clear over on Instagram, so it has not been unsaid. But a lot of people that that we know and love, that we, like I said, respected, we have seen come out as blatantly racist and xenophobic and misogynistic and just not caring about other people. And the line is so obvious now. So that's hard on top of everything that's already there, So I do have a lot of hope, because that's the only thing that I'm holding on to right now. And I know that might be stupid for some people, but I really need that, or I'm going to obsess and obsess and obsess and put myself in a really bad place. It's been really, really nice to go days without hearing some kind of terrible news story about something that our president has done. And I know that this is what it should be. We shouldn't have that daily awful news story. So I know that this is like the bare minimum. I'm right there wanting to hold this new administration accountable for everything that they've promised and creating the change that we need to see. Because it's been far too long. And, the last 4 years mostly have been just so destructive. So, anyway, I will get way deep and emotional. As a highly sensitive person, I have been so sensitive, overstimulated, affected by everything, and it's taken over. So I have to shut it down for myself before I get too far. So in these past 10 months, I have not done a lot to this office. I've made changes, but not the grand overhaul change that I thought was gonna happen in here, and it's still messy, and I still have a crap ton of stuff to throw away. I have some attachment issue with random things. I have a lot more stuff to frame. I have a ton of things from small businesses and a very hairy lint roller. That's what happens when you have animals. Anyway, so I have shared a lot of these artists on Instagram. I have more to add to my wall. But I have some things I want to change around in here to make things make more sense. I have a printer I just bought, and I need to make space for that so I can do my own prints. I have one chair in here, and instead of getting another, which wouldn't really make sense, I'm gonna put my paint desk here, and then the architect's table that I have here, which was gifted to me, which I'm very fortunate to have because it's a great space. My bangs. This is what happens when things as simple as cutting your bangs can be exhausting, and you're like, oh, I really don't want to have to do that again for a long time, so you just cut them really short because that means that it'll be that much longer before you have to do it again. So, I'm gonna do my best with organizing this stuff. I get so overwhelmed And, you know, a clean space really does make me feel better, but not enough to like force me to do it. It's amazing how depression and you know, struggles with your mental health can do things like that. Like, you're like, I know this will be better. I know this will make me feel better. And you're like, yeah, well, cool. I don't know. Wish me luck. This should be interesting. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but it's snowing today, so we just took the dogs on a walk and I got smacked in the face by a lot of snow. I'm freezing and sweating right now, which is my least favorite combination. And yeah, so I took a break from cleaning shit up to walk the dogs, and now I am taking a break to have a snack because I'm out of breath because I'm out of shape. And then I'm gonna get back to it. Hey guys, it's been a week and a half since I started this video. I was actually in the search of a piece of furniture that would be perfect to line up with the architect desk that I have in front of me, which is, I believe, 58 inches tall. And I want it to sit flush on the other side so that I'm not using up all the wall space, and I really didn't have the wall space that I, you know, would have needed. I wanted this piece if I was gonna spend the money, which cost me a lot more than I was kind of budgeting for. But I wanted a place to put my printer and hold all of my paper below. When you have a ton of pets, there's animal fur everywhere. I think I just felt some go across my face. Literally everything is animal fur on it, so watching me try to keep animal fur out of your guys' packages, if you saw me, is kind of funny. And I pride myself in that because while I say it's made in a pet-friendly home, I do not mean here's part of my cat with your purchase. So anyway, I found this piece that is like maybe an inch shorter, and I'm gonna put my printer on it, and then I'm gonna have the extra space so that I can pack up orders, because I talked about it on my Instagram, but I had back problems last year. I like blew my back out, and I've always had chronic lower back issues. It's the way my spine is. It's never going to be different for me. So I have to do a lot of things to kind of change how comfortable I am. So I wear supportive house slippers around all the time. I'm like never barefoot. I can't just buy any shoes, buy orthotics, because I'm really cool and fashionable like that. And then the other thing is I need to stop sitting on the floor and wrapping up stuff on the floor. So this is part of that. I also need to stop sitting on the couch for hours and working on my iPad or drawing on a pad paper. Yeah, that hasn't changed. But I'm excited to put this piece together. FedEx was so kind as to leave it at the very end of our long driveway yesterday in some wet mud. So I don't know if I already mentioned, it's a 145-pound box. So that was cool. Anyway, I'm gonna put it together and hopefully my office will start coming together really nicely. I feel like I just have stuff everywhere and I'm trying to give everything a home. So I hope you're excited as I am, because I need you guys to be here with me. It's gonna be good. I hope. This is fucking exhausting. My blood is on this piece already, and I've already ruined it a few times. It's particle board, so easily ruined, but this shit weighs so much. I'm already bruised. Fuck. I was super concerned because it looked like an infant had put it together, but the drawers look almost the same size but are not the same size, so clearly I was not paying 100% attention to the directions, but I figured it out, so it looks good. It's Monday the 15th. I don't even have a gauge on how many days has passed during this whole video. I started my new medicine, I think a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago, and I have like an amazing newfound energy from it, which feels truly amazing. And I've been using my time on many different things. I have a lot of new things coming to the shop, so my time hasn't been spent entirely in my office. Been on the couch a lot on my iPad, and I've been putting up stuff on the walls because that is a huge part of finishing my office. And I've been reorganizing a lot of things and making space for new things. I had a ton of mat board come in to put in my new printer space and that piece of furniture. Oh, it's beautiful. So I have mat board, I have paper, I have clear plastic bags to put over the prints, and then I'll be having the rigid mailers come in. So to find the right place for a lot of things. So kind of trying to do that right now and anticipate what I'll need. So this is just me popping in to say this video is not over yet. And neither is my office. Okay, I need to get my ass in gear. I have ginger lemon honey tea to help me with these allergies happening. And I really just need to break my back, sit on the floor, clean up, and get these mugs packed so that they're not sitting all over the place, and I can be done my office makeover. I don't know if I already talked about this. I have pieces that I bought for my wall to finish, and my mailers just came in for prints. Things are finalizing. I'm almost done. It's done. I needed to wait until today for, today being the next day, for some natural light and to finalize a few little things. There's still some stuff that needs to be figured out, but it looks pretty good, and this is as good as this small space is gonna get. So I think as I get more product in soon, it's just going to, it's not gonna go back to the way that it was, but I'll have to be pretty creative about the space, otherwise it's gonna be a freaking mess. So come on, let's go. Let's look. All right. Everything looks so clean. So when you come in, well, you have one of my totes with some great pins on it. And these are all of my pins and keychains and key tags, all my little things, stickers, all of the labels that I have, some things that make me happy, like cards from people I love. I have a plant up there from my friend Brittany. Still need to put a plant in it. I would kill most of them, so there's only one kind I can put in there, and it's the one that's still alive in the rest of my house. Here is that beautiful big piece that I put together. It weighed so much. Well, it does weigh so much. I'm just not feeling the effects of that anymore, obviously. There's my new printer, which I love. And then these drawers have paper in them, and mat board, and plastic sleeving, and some other things, just trying to hide. And then this is where I'll pack orders. I have my scale, and then everything else is over there. I have my fake flowers that I've used in a lot of my stuff, and my very favorite Coraline dolls and Jovi up there that Sam got me. And over here I have tax stuff and files and books and writing things, everything. It's all organized. Come around here. This piece my father-in-law got me. I had actually had all of the things that are in here in like a white rolling cart that I think that you've seen before in my stories and stuff. But this is lots of Mod Podge and glues and sprays, just kind of things I don't use frequently, like watercolor, this random thing. And down here we have tons of ropes and twines and things like that. My trusty trash can. We have a Silhouette Cameo, which helps me make stencils for things out of cardstock. And then this easel is really awesome. I got it at Michael's. I need to put some, I got some non-stick things to put underneath so it doesn't slide. This is on top because when using, it's my lap desk, when using my mouse on this is kind of scratchy, so if I'm working on my computer, it's easiest this way. My awesome Dyma printer. Nice smelling candle and some matches and all those little things. This is the plant that I seem to keep alive, which I love. And here is a future wear your fucking mask that I painted. all things that make me happy. This is a glass palette, and I actually just used it for the first time last night, which I really liked. It's pretty cool. This is from a small shop in Australia. Took a while to get to me. This was well pre-pandemic. This makes it easy to gain access to the things I use most. I have a wall full of things from amazing artists. I'm not quite done this wall, but I'm very excited about where it's going. This was just to fill up space. It's clunky and stupid, and I love it, and I just put it together very quickly so that I could fill that little space. We have a bed for the doggos. Yes, it's a cat bed inside of a dog bed. Lucy does not like to share her space, and so we moved the other one over so June can lay in that. The way this is set up makes it easy for me to use the chair for both, which was Sam's idea, my husband. I have my ring light and heater and tripods, stuff like that. And over here, I was trying to make everything as organized as possible. Everything really just needed a home, and it needed to make sense. So this is all just stuff that needed to go somewhere. We have my heat press, all this stuff. Those pieces kept falling, so I had to switch out the tape and nail them up. Down here, these really cool knobs are from Anthropology. And if anyone has any insight on how to fix these IKEA lamps, both of them are not really holding themselves upright anymore. Seem to be taking its way with gravity. And, well, there you go. No matter how tight I make this. Oh, anyway. Seconds mugs, thirds mugs, mugs that need boxes since I'm out. Little things. Papers for tax. Shit. More organization of mugs. I'm gonna have Sam help me put some shelving up in here so that I can utilize this a lot better. That's where all of my apparel is, and then these bins all have like product samples, random projects, things like that. And totes, more mugs, boxes, mailers. And lastly, I have some of my old prints. I have what I wrap everything in. Some things to go out right up there. And then I have pouches. I need to get rid of these things, but, and then polymillers at the bottom. So this is my space, and I love it. And I can't believe that when I walk into this space that I see a clear floor. This is a very old house, and these floors no longer really have a finish on them. So hope you enjoyed the year-long office makeover. If you stuck through that whole video, thank you. Through that horribly lit office tour. It snowed today and it wound up being cloudy, so the daylight was not quite what I was hoping for, but I'm really excited about my new space and how clean and organized it is, and I hope I can keep it this way for a little while. Yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing more videos, and just let me know in the comments other things that you want to see from me. Okay, thanks guys. It's been a week and a half since I started this video. I was actually in the search of a piece of furniture that would be perfect to line up with the architect.